Hello, I'm Kendra Von Esch, and you are listening to my 10-minute daily podcast, Reality Reflections. I bought into what this world said would make me happy. Money, prestige, power. And hey, if it feels good, do it, because life is stressful, so party hard. Do whatever makes you happy. But that didn't quite work out, because I felt even more insecure, full of fear, shame, and anxiety, and never, ever good enough. Then God found me and flipped my reality upside down and transformed my life. And I want this for everyone. So I left my executive career to help others find true acceptance, supernatural peace, joy, and love that only comes from a relationship with God. Here is my reality reflection for today. Hello, it's Holy Saturday. I don't typically come to you on the weekend, but I did today because Jesus is nowhere. Really. You're not going to find him in adoration, in Mass. And this is where we should say, "Oh my Lord, I don't want to have one day without you. I want to be with you, praying to you, calling out to you, telling you my deepest, darkest secrets, and sharing my vulnerable ways. And I want your help. I want your grace in my life. I want you in my life." So while we're sitting here, he has passed, he hasn't resurrected, we can still be with Jesus in our heart. I had a client who was upset because she prays at night and she goes out to the Eucharist and prays Eucharistic adoration online on her computer, and Jesus wasn't there because it was Good Friday. You know, sometimes we get into habits and repetition and routine, and I implore you all to have a different conversation with Jesus today. A different interaction with him today. As if you lost him and you're desperate to find him. Lots of you are asking me because I reached out and I said, "Give me your questions that you want me to answer." Lots of you are asking me about meditation and how do you pray. Please, if you have a question that you want me to address, you want my take on it, anything from the Catholic teachings to my family, to my kids, to my life, to my struggles, anything having to do with the world events, what is going on, what do I do, how do I react? All of it is fair game. You know I'm an open book. I just need to know what you want to hear. I put that on my most recent YouTube video, and I've gotten quite a few comments and quite a few emails as a result of that video. Look, I'm here to help you on your journey, but also on your journey with the people in your life, your family, your friends, co-workers, everyone around you. Because the journey is not just you. Just like Jesus needed Simon of Cyrene to help carry that cross, so do we. We need people on this earth to help us on the journey, to pick us up, to lift us up, to boost us, to give us information, to help us on the journey. So if there's something that you're struggling with, my goodness, please tell me. I may not have the answer, but I can certainly provide some of my experience, which isn't perfect, but it's real. You know, you get real stuff from me. And that I honestly believe is what matters between having a conversation with someone who is like, oh my gosh, get away from me. I don't want to hear anything about Jesus, versus having a conversation with someone who is truly loving that person and Jesus just happens to come out. That's what I want for you in your life and in others' lives, right? You sitting in prayer and wanting God to speak to you. I want him to come through and touch your heart. And you're all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, that must have been God. Because he talks to every single one of us all stinking day. So today, when he's not quote unquote here in this liturgical moment, yes, we have the vigil mass tonight, where many, many people come into the church. It's such a great mass. I don't know if you've ever attended it. I have not. I tried to get my husband to do it once, and he went out and looked up online what the vigil mass was for Easter. And he said, it's like a couple of hours. I'm not going to a couple of hour mass. And it occurred to me like, yeah, why would I ask him to watch a bunch of other people come into the church? But it's a beautiful experience, I'm sure. I just haven't done it. Okay, today, Holy Saturday. Talk to Jesus as if you lost him. Because I'll be honest, we've all turned our back on him. We've all walked away from him. We have all been Peter. I watched The Passion of the Christ, 3:00, Good Friday. Right before that, I prayed the Divine Mercy Chaplet. I've never been more in tune to Jesus's love and my lack of appreciation and love for what he's done. So you can go on Amazon. You don't have to buy the movie. You can actually watch it for free. Just put in The Passion of the Christ in the search bar. I know Amazon isn't the best company that we want to be giving our business to, but hey, it's free. So we're not paying them anything. We're just taking advantage of their services, right? And of course, they advertise a few things, but it's not too much advertising. Honestly, a few of the commercials were poignantly placed where it was a good moment for me to take a break, but they're so quick, so fast. It's a tough movie to get through because it is graphic. But if you read Isaiah, which I did not read yesterday, I wanted to, because Isaiah, the reading from yesterday, was the foretelling of all of Jesus's pain and suffering and the scourging and the crucifixion and the fact that he wasn't even recognizable as a human being. So when we see Jesus on the cross in some parishes with a tiny little slit in his side and a couple little blood drops coming out of his hands and his feet, maybe off of the crown of his head, that wasn't what happened. And we need to remember sacrificial love. The sacrificial love that can only come from Jesus. And that we can only obtain through him. Go seek him today. I don't care how, where, when. Just do it. And open your heart to truly saying, Lord, is this you? Because guess what? Most of the time it is. Especially when he's challenging you on a particular thing in your life. And he may speak to you in crazy ways through me, through confession, right? The priest, through a friend, through nature, through his beauty, truth and goodness. Those are God's messages, God's communication with us. And the more we pay attention to it, the more we'll see, you are speaking to me. I'm finally learning to listen. If you don't think in the Bible, those who have ears ought to hear is purposeful, then you're not reading the Bible in the right way. We need the ears to hear. And guess what? You need to be quiet to hear something. I'm challenging all of you. Where is your silence time with God? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a full half hour, 15 minutes or whatever in a moment of prayer. It can be all throughout the day. But you gotta listen. You can't just talk to him all the time. Think about what a horrible relationship that would be if all you did was talk and talk and talk and talk. Or whoever you were dating or whoever you were with, all they did was talk and talk and talk and talk, and they never let you get a word in edgewise. You aren't able to speak. How many times are we like that with God? And you can sit in a grocery line and say, Lord, please give me your patience. And maybe he draws your eyes to a magazine waiting at the point of sale or some sort of something else where it's a funny thing or I don't know, but he speaks to us in so many ways. We're just not being quiet enough or paying enough attention. And I'll speak about that more. Okay, I want to let you get back to your day. Please, Kendra at KendraVonAsh.com. I will put that in the description. Let me know questions that you have, no matter how crazy they are. Seriously, throw them my way. That's what I'm here for. Because I'm not here for me. I'm here for you. And I'm here to share as much as I can in a real, raw way so that you understand my journey. I'm not perfect. I'm far from holy. We're on this crazy journey together. And let's keep praying for one another and helping one another, like Simon of Cyrene grabbing that cross and walking with Jesus. Oh, I'll never forget his face. Again, in the Passion of the Christ, he was looking at Jesus like, the last thing I want to do is help you with this. Are you kidding me? Get somebody else. And then by the end, he was changed. He was changed. And Jesus didn't even say a word. The Passion of the Christ by Mel Gibson. Watch it for free, Amazon.com. Go spend time with your family. Talk to Jesus all day. Cry out for him. Tell him you miss him. Pay attention to what he puts on your heart and accept the challenges that he brings to you. The things that he rises to your eyes is on purpose. I'm probably not going to do another podcast for Easter. So I just want to say, happy Resurrection Sunday. Jesus defies it all. And if again you watch that movie, everyone realizes at the end that he is God. And everyone will know one day that you and your beliefs were true and honest and good. They will persecute you as they have persecuted me. The slaves are not bigger than their master. Be prepared. It's coming. But Lord, we know your promises. We just follow your rules as best we can. We know we have those beautiful sacraments to get back on track. And we know that this path on this earth is short. So help us remember that we don't know the day or the hour, so we need to reconcile ourselves. Cilia, the little eyelashes, eye to eye with Jesus, eye to eye with God. I love you all. You have a wonderful, wonderful celebration of Jesus' resurrection, and I will talk to you on Monday. Find something more with God today, and make it a blessed and inspired one. Take care.